Good evening, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, welcome to race day. Yes, you might have thought we're in a national lockdown and no events are happening. Well, let me tell you something. The Zwift Duathlon League is rocking and rolling. Hey, hope you're right. So, you might have seen a couple of days ago, I had a bit of a whinge, a bit of a moan about just feeling a bit demotivated. I think it's to do with not having events and so on. I won't go over that again, don't worry. So I've entered the Duathlon League race. This isn't something I'd normally do. I do Zwift team time trials and Zwift races occasionally, but to be honest, this sort of thing, I normally think, oh, there's that many people cheating, like, what's the point? I'm just gonna come nowhere and it's not real, etc. However, I'm gonna push all that to one side, take part and just have damn good fun. But I don't want you to think having damn good fun means I'm not gonna be taking it seriously, because I absolutely am. So, I've just had 4 Cliff blocks. So not only have I taken on about 30 grams of carbs and sugar, which is unnecessary, I've also had about £3 worth of nutrition. I've got my bike set ready to go. It's a 35-minute time trial on a flat route on Zwift, or mainly flat route. There's gonna be pretty much just a flat out power test, so I'm not gonna be in TT position, I'm gonna be sat up on the bike, just drilling out real consistent watts. I'm gonna aim for between 360 and 380 watts-ish, but I'm gonna give it everything. We've then got a 10-minute transition to get on the treadmill, and then you run for 15 minutes, and it's how far you get for in each discipline equals an amount of points equals the result you get. So my plan is bike like I'm not running, as per normal for any event that I do, and then get on the treadmill and see what happens on the treadmill. I am worried about getting ejected out the back. However, I'm going to give it everything. You know, when you're on the road, you can slow down if you're going too fast. Whereas on the treadmill, I think if it's going too fast for you, I'll be splattered on the wall. However, anyway, thank you in advance to Liz, who's going to get some footage of me doing this. Let's cut right to it. Let's get into it. Right, got a minute to go. The camera crew's running slightly late, so I propped the camera up. She's going to come in and pick it up from when we get off. I need to turn the fan on, get on the bike, let's go. Classic Zwift race style, I'm going to start hard. Alright. Settle into it now. Let these go. As Ian Bennett's goggles, cars and trainers. He's doubling off the start, can we reel him in?
Hi everyone. See, Daniel's taking it seriously as soon as he's got his tri-suit on. He means business.
Your turn next week.
No thanks. So just having a quick look on screen here. So even though they look like they're together, this is non-drafting, so they do not get the benefit from that. And you can't really tell from this angle, but he's chosen a felt bike this evening, which is the same as he rides on the road. Oh, there we go, looking very super cool. It's a pretty flat course, so it should be a sustained effort. Is that how it feels, D-Dubs?
Very sustained.
So you're aiming for between 360 and 380 watts this evening. How's that going? You're hitting that?
I was a bit too keen at the start, paying the price of it now, but I'm still around there. Long way to go, 22 minutes to go.
Keep it up. So Daniel has a max heart rate of about 170, so we can see he's still a little way off that as well. So come on, there must be something else in the tank.
I don't know why it's not going very high. It feels hard.
I just want to do a quick shout out as well to Ian at Goggles, Ties and Trainers, who are also doing this event this evening. So hope you're smashing it, Ian.
He's going to catch me on the run, I know that. Just under halfway. A little downhill, so ease off a little bit. As soon as you get on the flat again, back on it. There's a lot of red because my threshold in game is set to about 350. I think my road threshold is probably 15-20 watts higher than that, but it's still hard. Super hard now. Started off a bit strong, I think. Well, I know. If I can hang on to 350-ish, I'll be alright. 2-3 seconds. It's actually a big gap to close with no drafting. So those behind are going to have to be putting out a fair bit more than me to get past. In the same way I'm going to have to do a bit more to get past them.
Keep working all the way to the end. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Smashed it. How was that?
Well, I went off a bit strong. I put the stats on the screen from the ride. I'm going to estimate about 370 watts-ish, which I'm happy with. For 35 minutes, that'll do. Just start off a bit strong, but then I think you've got to start as you mean to go on. I didn't go too hard, just probably 15-20 watts too hard. Anyway, so this 10 minutes I'm assuming is going to go really fast. So I'm going to try and get on the treadmill as soon as I can and start walking, just to warm into the running phase. I haven't ran at pace for, well, weeks, months, who knows. I certainly didn't want to get an injury doing a Zwift race. So,
and it's a bit disorientating on the treadmill as well.
Yeah.
It's not like you just start at speed on the road, is it?
No, you're right. So, not to mention the technology as well. You want to get like your trainers on and get your foot pod synced and stuff.
Do I enjoy it?
This has got carpets in it. I don't think I've eaten it if I'm running.
It's not really short with things.
No, I thought before I started.
10-minute transition, eh?
It's quite quick for me. I know I joke about safety strap when Liz gets on the hair, but I'm actually going to wear it because if I come flying off, I quite like this to stop. 6 minutes, plenty of time. So I've done some running on Zwift, as in like just training sessions. I've never done a Zwift race. I'm assuming it's the same as a bike race in that I need to be running before 0. So I'm going to start going just at walking pace to ease into it. And when I'm on the start line, perhaps a couple of minutes before the start, I'm going to start running and aim to start. Just wait till. Aim to be at the pace I want to hold for when it says go. Right, so the plan for this is to not go off too hard. I know I said that for the TT and did, but you can't really just ease off on a treadmill, can you? Very well. A bit of stitch, jump a little bit. Let's try and set off at 7-minute miling. A little bit quick actually. 15 minutes, let's go.
You got this. Go Daniel. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Five minutes, feeling good. I'm picking up a little bit. Feel good.
I know what the treadmill scared the other day like that. Smashing it.
seen Harry Palmer do this. He stand on the side and then just go.
Yeah, well I tried to do that and run flying off the back. Oh. How was that then?
I'll put the run stats.
On screen now.
Correct, they'll be on screen now.
Somewhere around here.
Thanks, Liz. Anyway, I think, if anything, I started a bit conservative on the run, but the thing is, I don't know how fast I can run, especially on a treadmill. I still maintain I think it's a bit, still maintain I think it's a bit easier than it is to run on the roads, particularly when the roads are undulating around here. So I started off at 9 miles an hour, then after 5 minutes went up to 9.5. After another 5 went up to 10, then I pushed it up to about 10.2, I think, got to 10.3 by the end. And I felt like I was running hard, but not flat out. But to be honest, I don't want to run absolutely flat out. There probably wasn't much more pace there, but there might have been a little bit. This is week 1 of hopefully 6. I'm hoping to do the remaining 5 as well to make a bit of a series of it. So this is something to build upon, isn't it? And now I know that, okay, next time I can try and start at 9.5 miles an hour or 10, whatever, to try and build it up. And that's the same for anybody, whatever standard you are. Do something, put a line in the sand, and whatever it is, you've got a point to work from, haven't you? Don't compare yourself to me or to other people. Do it yourself, put your line in the sand and work from there. So yeah, that was such good fun. If I can get any overall results, I'll post them up now. Well done to anybody who took part in it as well. If you have, let me know down below. Especially let me know if you beat me, because that will give me some motivation. But yeah, what a concept. I hope that the TT courses in the next few weeks will be more undulating and more hilly. It gives me something to think about tactically rather than just hold as much power as you can for 35 minutes. And it also gives those that are lighter a better chance at beating the bigger guys, guys and girls. So yeah, enjoy that, Liz.
Yeah, it's more burning in here.
That's my bottom. Thank you very much to the camera woman for coming out in the freezing cold and trying to, capturing some footage for me and shouting at me, etc. I do appreciate it. I know I'm a bit stressed at times when I'm running and cycling. I just shout things at you, but I do appreciate it.
No comment.
Yeah, I'm just glad that tonight's curry didn't come back up anyway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. True. That is it for today's video. I'm going to probably do a 5 or 10 minute walk now on the treadmill, but you don't want to see that, do you? So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, give this video a like, share it amongst your tri club, amongst your friends. I'd really appreciate it. Let's all motivate each other through these tough times. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. See you later.
Steaming. See ya.